I get the dash? Can I catch me both? Myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. It's all you like to know. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Ay, yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. It's all you like to know. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
57, Mike, 57.
Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a gain of 3.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a 19-yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he gets this one to midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to look. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Buccaneers 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Brady now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. They gonna need some therapy.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, he comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The tackle made by Kareem.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
8-yard line.
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. Rip left. Rip left. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Hey, check it.
To throw, it's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady to throw again. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Eagles 9.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
From the gun, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Where's 52?
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They slot Gronkowski outright. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd down, It's Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Devontae Freeman, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Tyus Bowser with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll 2nd and 14. Now Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Watch 13. 13 is crossing. Check 13. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. If you don't get the ball. Hey,
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz now on first down. He'll drop this one down to Freeman. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
48-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And inches.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Wentz again. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Wentz now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wentz to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
4-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The kickoff for Tampa.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
13 yards.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, it's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Wentz. The quick slant caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dancing to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Eluding the pressure. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Wait, 20! Here we go. Watch time. Ozzie!
They'll go again to Jones. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Line of scrimmage.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. This one from 46 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The 2nd and 10 now from Tampa. Throwing is Wentz. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage. Knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Wentz. On the move to his left. And he connects with Ertz. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
The 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
It's now 4th
and a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Reagor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Eagles 15. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
He's brought down at the
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line.
36-yard line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
72.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Again, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York taking it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones taking it in as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Play action. Now Wentz. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Devin White just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for